Hi ho, guten Abend und herzlich willkommen hier bei Slay the Princess. Lasst uns mal ein bisschen weitermachen, damit wir irgendwann fertig werden mit diesem Projekt. Wir laden einfach Saves durch. Ich habe mir mittlerweile auch mal das Wiki angeguckt, wo man alle Princesses sieht. Ich habe mir das einmal angeschaut. Ich habe mir mittlerweile auch einen Flipchart besorgt, weil ich aktuell etwas lost bin, wie man jetzt weitermachen kann. Bevor ich das aber zur Rate ziehe, gehen wir jetzt nochmal die Loads durch. Wir möchten hier keinen 100% Run machen, aber es gibt einiges an Content, das einfach noch offen ist. Wir sind fast mit allen Prinzessinnen durch, aber eben auch erst fast. Wir machen jetzt erstmal die Save States und dann gucken wir, wie es weitergeht. Wir gehen chronologisch durch und ich schneide euch dann hinzu oder schneide weg, wenn je nach Situation. Na, ihr versteht.
Oh no, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone. Now you're really stuck here forever. There's no way out now. You mean other than starving? Right, I mean, other than that. No. Still no. You're not going to wear me. The narrator can... You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing, nor does it stop your biology from unraveling. The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade.
Ende!
No, you really shouldn't have, but biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
Okay.
You're on a path in the
Das
wood.
hatten wir ja schon. Oh, beides nicht so spannend. Ja gut, dann machen wir das doch einmal.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretched.
Kennen wir?
In a single moment of...
Okay, das war falsch. Gewissermaßen.
You violently struggle against the You toss the last of your will aside and surrender to the princess. I guess that's that. Maybe we'll find our freedom on the other side. An end is an end. Let's see what it has in store for us.
This is all I wanted. There will be a mercy for you at the end of everything.
Sie ist so aufmerksam.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
We're so close.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
Das ist doch schon eine Metapher fürs Leben, oder?
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is.
Let her out.
Yes, let me out.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
You cannot describe me into submission. The door is right there.
Schön, you cannot describe me into submission.
It really is, isn't it?
I walk to it. I place your bloody hand on the door. I make you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
He is gone.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
This is it then. The big moment. Finally, we'll get to see what's really out there.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
We're us again. How interesting. Everything is gone. Except...
What?
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. See? That wasn't so hard. And maybe this'll make it hurt a little less. Maybe.
Maybe. Not likely.
You remain
though.
pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all... You're the puppet master here. If this is the only way we could cut ourselves free from you... It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
There's nothing wrong with fixing your mistakes. I'll remember that. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
Your body inches along the corridor. Must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed.
It's boring if you leave.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Na Mensch.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment.
Ich kann gar nicht abwarten, bis es diese Galerie endlich gibt. So viel Art, so viele verschiedene Szenen und kleine Änderungen und Posen, die wir dann endlich hoffentlich bewundern können.
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Ja.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit! Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange, before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defence. She's even better at this than she was last time. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark. You're on a path in the woods. But what if that someone is... If we were the ones pulling the strings, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died. Great, so obviously you've already been here. This is our third? Let's just stay focused, shall we? It isn't. You walk through the door. You do know what... You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died... No, that's a terrible idea. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work. Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third? A third is a third. It's bad. Who cares? Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
And then you skewer yourself. Ow. Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo! Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah. We'd know if we died. Right? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Schön.
We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time? Dead. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Oh, no, I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another... us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
Come on, show me something new.
Kiss me.
We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you. And then...
It's boring if you leave.
You sprint for the stairs, but I wasn't exaggerating when I said she was running at you with a terrifying speed you couldn't hope to outpace. We don't make it, do we? No. You feel her blade in...
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squell, everything goes dark. You're on a path in the woods.
Das ist neu.
But what if that's
Nein.
someone? So, you make your way to the...
Your internal bickering is cut short. Yeah, that's...
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
But you don't have time to finish your thought before she closes the distance. And then she skewers you. Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a... Oh, a new one of us. Dead. Stop saying dead, all of you.
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
Ihr Gesicht ist immer noch großartig.
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide?
Wir schon, ne?
Finally
Ja.
ready to complete your destiny. She almost looks disappointed in us. She's here. If that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm. You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. And you find yourself in midair, effortlessly tossed across the room. You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully, but you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, I'm not gonna scream.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her. You're the chooser. It isn't long. The interior.
Okay, nee.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
No. Lie, I do. Yeah, sure. Killing each other. Woo! What are you talking about?
Yes, you're right! We don't even need to talk about it.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
We're fine.
But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet. You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead? As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me?
Get up.
Get up.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet.
Yes.
Alive.
Ah! I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Of course.
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
Seht euch diese Lippe an, diese Oberlippe. Ist das nicht leidenschaftlich?
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
Kiss her.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything?
Das ist gerade nicht hilfreich, Herr Hero.
I never said I knew everything. Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that. But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
Musik hier auch gerade wieder sehr stark.
Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What? But you did think it, didn't you? I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes, like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right! Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you.
It's time.
Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
Schön. Hübsch.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here, isn't it?
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Oh. Da tut sie einem gleich wieder leid.
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And
I feel so... tired.
This... I think you know what...
Ever the past. Even as your. My very nature, but violence and passion. The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present. A pain that is everything and yet nothing at all. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end.
Mehr prätentiöse Texte, die nichts bedeuten und einfach nur cool klingen.
Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
It was beautiful.
But for us, that was better. For me, there was no better end. I lost myself in an artistry so profound that it lifted both of us into something greater.
Flesh is a vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me.
I know what I am, but I do not know what I am not. If a world without me is so unknown, then how can you be so sure you want to create it? What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes. And yet bodies change and consciousness goes on. The infant's body is not the child's, is not the adult's, but the thread of existence remains strung through it all. A trick behind your... More than either of us can possibly imagine. If you would only open yourself to the totality of existence. Your lover drives a stake into your body. and another, and another. It never left you. You just... Are you starting to see? Nothing. There is...
Open your eyes. Ich kann's nicht mehr hören.
It was. Triumph does not exist without defeat. Birth does not exist without death. It is through conflict that we create beauty.
Nee.
Forced between choosing your death and forfeiting your body.
And yet still you chose. But for us, that was so bleakly nihilistic. Is death the end, or is it the birth of something new? If you cannot find meaning in living, how will you find meaning if you strip me from existence?
Flesh is a vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to destroy the spirit.
Did we hurt each other? For me, there was no better end. I lost myself.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you...
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off.
How much more proof do you need? Would it help to watch me rise from the dead with your own two eyes? Fine, go ahead. Stab me in the heart. See what happens.
The princess throws open her arms, exposing her chest. Is she really just going to let you slay her? Do it. Do it right now, before she changes her mind.
Hold on. What if this is a trick? If she's leaving herself open like this, there's only one way we can strike at her. For all we know, she's 3 steps ahead of us.
3 steps ahead of us? Have you met her? This isn't a trick.
And how would you know that?
Because I wouldn't think to trick us, so why would she?
That's a great point, so please stop hesitating and end this now. The princess grins as her arms fall back to her sides.
Good. Enough talk. Let's fight.
You and the princess attack each way. That, yes, you're with, you barely, you're ice. You might, it really, she,
How much fun?
the pub 3 Vicas.
I'm not tricking you. I just don't want you to be afraid. It's boring if you're afraid. Neither of us can die in any way that matters. If you need proof, then take it.
The princess remains unflinching as you run her down, her stoic expression once again curving into a knowing smile as the pristine blade buries deep into her heart.
Did she really just let us do that?
Apparently, yes.
See you soon.
And then she stumbles back into the wall. She's dead. It's over. It's finally over.
Ja, jetzt schneid ihr den Kopf ab, dann alle Gliedmaßen, dann schneidest du ihren Torso in 10 Teile und dann hat sich das mit der Wiedergeburt. Und du schmeißt es aus dem Fenster. Mhm.
But it can't be over. She said she'd be back.
I know that the two of you had some sort of weird bond, but look on the bright side. Now we don't have to die. Isn't that nice?
No, it's not nice. I wanted to fight her forever. This is shit. It's not fair.
Life isn't fair, but what's done is done, and whether you like it or not, The entire world is in your debt for saving it from ruin.
Gern geschehen.
I'm sure in due time you'll learn to live with yourself.
Wahrscheinlich in 2 bis 3 Sekunden.
Let's just get out of here.
Yes, that sounds like a splendid idea. Fine. You remain where you are and watch over the princess's corpse. She remains dead. I'm telling you, she's coming back. She said she's coming back. She's not. She is. She's not coming back. She's dead. Your blade is embedded in her heart. You slew her. It's over. I don't know how many more times or how many different ways I need to express this objective reality before it finally makes its way through your dense skull.
Und sie ist wieder am
How
Leben.
many different ways have you got left to express it? Because it'll take a hell of a lot more to convince me that she's not coming back.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Can the two of you stop arguing?
No!
I'm not the only one who just
Oops.
saw her eyes open.
What are you talking about? For the millionth time, she's...
Yes, I told you I'd be back.
alive. Was she...
I knew it! I told you all that we should believe in her. This is perfect.
And you waited for me. I knew I could count on you. I knew we were connected.
The princess staggers to her feet, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade you buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls. With an unbreakable determination, you free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess ready to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck. Wait, no.
What happened? Why did everything go dark?
You died. That blow was apparently lethal. How anticlimactic.
You don't get it, do you? We're not dead. We're stronger than this. So
Saying
funny that you're...
you know, because you being dead.
Well,
Alive.
that's right.
I thought I lost you there, but you've figured things out, haven't you? Good. The two of us can finally be together.
You and the princess. Thank you for listening to reason. For a second there, I was concerned you'd bought into that stubborn one's madness.
Madness? I'm the only sane one here. I understand what we're supposed to be. The rest of you are in denial.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the base of the stairs. It's time for you to move on to a new, safer chapter of your life.
I'm telling you, she's coming back. She said she's coming back.
She's not.
She is.
She's not coming back. She's dead.
What was that?
You know what that was.
Yes. That's the sound of the entire world being shit out of luck.
Are you walking away from me? You didn't think this would work, did you? I can't believe you were just going to leave me here.
You turn around and see the princess stumbling to her feet, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade you buried in her heart.
Guckt euch diese Augen an, sie ist so disgusted.
You're not getting out of this that easy.
The princess staggers
Okay.
to her feet.
Ja, gut, haben wir das auch explored.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me. Die, and look at us. We're both so much stronger than we were last time. Think about how much more we can become. Nothing is better than this.
She's right. Imagine how much further we can push each other. Imagine how strong we can be.
I warned you on the stairs, and I'll warn you again. Don't get caught up in emotion. Remember why you're here.
I hate using words. They're so clumsy.
Your balance is suddenly thrown.
I meant that nothing else matters. It's hard to describe. It's just a feeling. That it's just us. That when we hurt each other, we're alive. And when that happens, everything else is gone.
Oh, ist sie süß, wenn sie stottert.
You feel it too, right?
Nein.
You're walking a thin line, hero.
Is there more to life? When you're not here, I feel empty and alone. When we're not fighting, I feel stuck. Like there's something important I'm supposed to be doing, like I'm being shoved into a space where I don't fit. But when we fight each other, it's like this wave of feeling. Like everything I break in you and everything you break in me is important. Like we're really, truly communicating.
Die schlimmste Art von Beziehung.
Life is suffering, and we will feel every inch of it. And we will persevere.
Can't say I'm a fan of whatever weird bond those two have. Nor am I. It's dangerous. But maybe you can use it to your advantage.
You're like some sort of psychosexual sadomasochist. That makes sense.
I don't know what that is, but I hated the sound of it coming out of your mouth. I don't like being crammed into smart-sounding boxes. You're kidding, right? You can't just give up. What do you think you're doing? This isn't fair. This is even worse than deciding not to fight me from the beginning.
Aww.
Stop moping, you're fine. Now get...
What are you made of? Tissue paper? I didn't hit you that hard. Is this a trick? Are you tricking me? Because why would you? Why wouldn't you? Ugh!
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms towards you. You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage.
Can't believe you're making me watch this.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
I guess I'll see you all next time. She reaches down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your limp form and slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck. She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
Why? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
So viele choices! God damn it.
It matters. I like fighting you.
Her grip hardens. You feel a horrific pop in your neck. She releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I guess I'll see you all next time.
Great. I can't wait to be...
Everything goes dark. You're on a path in the woods.
Bitter.
And at the end...
Oh, you bloody fool. Am I the only one here who actually listened?
And we're not gonna give it to her. It's funnier if we don't. You think what happened last time was funny? I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing pacifism in the face of mortal peril. I thought we were being brave. Heroic, even. We're a deep and multifaceted being. Who's to really say that your thing and my thing can't peacefully coexist? I'm just saying, doing it for a laugh takes away from the moment. It was a good moment.
Oh, will both of you just shut up?
Make me, rage boy. Well, this is just great. That's a good point. Everything here is a little off. Yes, precisely. No, quiet. You're just confusing everyone for the sake of it. Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things. You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego... Good, we're all on the same...
The interior of the cabin is a place. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal.
Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could... You take the blade from the pedestal. Wipe them off, but let's do what...
Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head? Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in...
That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
The blade...
What more can there possibly be? What are you trying to do? I don't want to think. Why are you trying to make me think?
Her grip hardens. Good. The interior of... You step forward. You bring your fist... You make your way to the bottom. The chamber's walls are painted in blood. A deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted stream.
No! No more words! There is only the truth of violence left between us.
She bounds across...
Care about me? But what is that supposed to mean? If you cared about me, you'd fight me. You'd understand, but why are you trying to make me think?
Her grip hardens. Don't just tell her you're on. As you descend the final step, the form of the...
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge. She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel. Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad! Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do, and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
It's okay. I'm going to burn too. And then we won't hurt anymore.
She's right about the last part. Burning doesn't hurt forever. The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your skin sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd...
I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed?
I don't want to burn to death. We don't...
Because I want to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
Das hat sie in der Tat.
The flames lick at your form, stripping layers of you away, causing your skin to blister and pop and crisp. As you burn, the princess glides to your side, her ghostly form blackening as she too succumbs.
Ah, das kennen wir ja.
This is terrible, we're going to die. I'd savour this feeling if I were you. Soon enough we won't have nerves.
And we'll get to die with her. After what you made us do last time, this is as sweet an end as we could hope for. She clutches you close to her chest, her eyes bright and her smile wide with manic affection, watching as the flames take you away. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch as you cell, see? She
Dying apart kept us apart. Dying together will keep us together.
See? Everything's fine. She wants. As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door, bashing at it with your clenched fists in a vain attempt at freedom. It's no use. You're stuck here. Your skin starts to bubble. As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours. You turn to see the princess, face brightens. The pain is unbearable at first. You can't run from your consequences.
This one is like a
Oh, we should have taken the knife. You would. How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything? You turn to the right, a faintly outlined heart, lungs, liver. You turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
You poor, poor thing. Wrong choice.
You get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again.
You're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
Selbst solche kleinen alternativen Entscheidungen rufen noch solche coolen Szenen hervor.
No.
Hätte ich nicht missen wollen.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Verstörend.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? What are you talking about?
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Oha! Holy shit.
You're on a path in the... Shit! Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
Haben wir noch einen richtigen Twist am Ende der Episode.
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. I think we were trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Neue Route.
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't? Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Many.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on. What does here even mean, if you really think about it?
Shut up! You were here.
Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really. We've tried. It doesn't work.
Our hearts always brought us back to her.
The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles. I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her. Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I?
Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers, and they all just end in quivering torment.
It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces.
If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin, or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies.
And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose. They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving.
Or you could just give up. You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces!
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work?
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decision, and it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the
diese
exterior.
Textwelle.
A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be.
Danke.
The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. Take it. You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish his job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
And closer.
But it was always just a matter of time.
And closer.
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand. What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you ran away. Fear is the real killer. Oh well, there's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
Interessant, dass ich die alle nicht auswählen kann. In diesem Strang. Das impliziert ja, dass es irgendwie anders ginge.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired. Why is it so cold?
Yeah, that mirrors. What does that mean? I'm sure it. Maybe it won't be gone. Doesn't seem like there's. Finally. Oh, will you?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah.
Seems we've got a majority.
The fifth. I'll be.
I'm just ready to be boy.
There's a world beyond the...
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Wir setzen das fort beim nächsten Mal. Ich denke, es wird beim nächsten Mal auch wieder so ein Filler-Part. Wobei, wir haben ja jetzt eine neue Route entdeckt, immerhin, aber es führte zum selben Ergebnis, ohne neue Prinzessin. Es gibt auf jeden Fall noch mindestens eine Prinzessin, von der ich weiß, wie sie heißt und grob aussieht, aber keine Ahnung habe, wie wir sie finden. Und das werden wir alles noch machen, auch wenn es anstrengend ist. Also, meine einzige richtige Kritik aktuell so an dem Spiel ist, das habe ich auch schon mehrmals erwähnt, und das ist auch eher eine Kritik, wenn man daraus ein Let's Play oder ein Video macht. Also ich glaube, wenn man das privat macht, stört einen das nochmal weniger, aber selbst dann, also diese Textwelle, für wirklich jede Entscheidung, und es gibt eine Menge Entscheidungen, wir sehen's. Also was das für eine Arbeit gewesen sein muss, das alles zu schreiben, und hinter jeder Entscheidung wartet gefühlt so eine Textwand, und sie kommen einfach nicht auf den Punkt, und blablabla. Wow. Okay, ja. Nächstes Mal geht's wahrscheinlich weiter. Ja? Und so. Bis dann.